Welcome to the another video of series, that is the part 2 video. Okay, here we can discuss about different style of sequence where we do not need to print the values. We have to add all the sequences and print a single value only. That means print the sum of a given style of sequence. That is the part 2. Okay, in this video we can discuss about those few series. Now in the first 8a we can see 1 plus 4 plus 9 plus dot dot plus 400. That is the sequence of 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square. Next one is 4 square and the last one is the 20 square. So what we have to do, we have to create class. That means I create a class that is series 2. Okay, in that video we don't need any input value, that's why I don't write any scanner or import something. Args, that is a formality. Now here I use int sum equals 1, sum equals 0, and now int I equals 1, I less than equals 20, and I plus plus. Sum equals I sum plus I into I. Okay, so after leaving the for loop, system.out.println the sum of given series is plus sum. In the last video you see we println statement in the for loop. Now here we have to print a single value, that's why we use print in the after the for loop. So here I into I, first time 1 into 1, second time 2 into 2, 4, and let's check what will be the answer. That is 2870 is the total of 1 plus 4 plus 9 plus 16 plus 25 dot dot till 400. Okay, and now check B and C. Okay, what's the difference? Starts with 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3. Obviously the next one is 1 by 4 and ended at 20. So we can easily think the first one is 1 by 1. So all upper values are fixed by 1 and the lower values that are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 till 20. So easily we can write 1 by I plus sum. So what we will do? So I will do just copy the code again, write 8a asterisk slash asterisk, and then copy the code. Now in that part we write I 1 to 20. Okay, and see the C, the 8C, there is difference 1 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 5 and ended at 90. So what is the difference? Here I 1 by 1, 1 by 3, 1 by 5. So the lower values all are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19. Okay, so I starts with 1 and ending at 19, and the I increases by plus 2, and in the section of B I increases by plus plus. So I do 8C. So I equals 1, I less than equals 19 and I plus equals 2, and I have to write sum equals sum plus I by 1 by I. And here one thing, the answer in double format. Okay, so here I use double sum. Okay, so I use here a double type variable, double I equals 1.0. so and the double sum equals 0.0. so that will be the answer. Now check, that is the answer is 2.113. slash asterisk and asterisk slash. So that will be the answer of 8C. Now the next one, that is B and C is done. And what about D? It is, if I think upper values like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 till 19, that means I starts with 1 and ending at 90. We need to border starting value and ending value. So starting value is 1, ending value is 19. Okay, so easily I can write upper value is I and lower value is I by 1, I plus 1. So we can write using this process, here I can write 1 and that is I plus 1. Okay, so that part I plus 1 gives you 2, and here I have to write I. That means first time I am getting 1 by 2. Second time when I is 2.0, that means 2 by 3. Next value is when I is 3, then 3 by 4. And here I have to use I plus plus. Okay. Now what will be the output? The output is looks like that. So the next question is, I will do this one. Okay, I will do E and F. E and F also both same. Here is one exclamatory sign, but here not exclamatory, that is a factorial sign. So here I starts value is 1 ending at 10. That means I equals 1, I less than equals 10, I plus plus, and we have to factorial of, we need a factorial value of I, and it adds with sum. Here I do the F, that is I starts with 1 ending at 19 and the update is plus 2, and we have to find a factorial value of I every time. So what I will do, so that is integer, that is why I copy this code. I just explain you. Just see, here I use double, here I use int. Reason is, see this, B, C, D all are divisible values, means here we have to use divide sign. So divide sign means you need double type variables. Whenever you don't get double type values, you use int type values or variables. So here I use int sum equals 0 and I starts equals 1, I less than equals 19 and I plus equals 2. Here I declare for int j equals 1, j less than equals I, and j plus plus. Here fact equals fact into j, okay, and fact equals 1. So I declared here fact equals 1 again, and now that is sum equals sum plus fact. Okay, that is the thing. So with using that part, with using that for loop, we find a factorial of a value, and every time I calculate here the value of I is factorial every time I count, and whenever I get the factorial value of I add it with the previous one. That is the final. So here first value is 1, fact equals 1, so the fact value is 0 plus 1, okay. Here fact equals 1. Okay, next time when I is 2, then the factorial of I is not 2, I is 3, then the factorial of I is, then the fact value is 6. So the sum is 1 plus 6. Okay, next the fact value is 5 factorial. 5 factorial is 120, then the answer is 127. Okay, that is the calculation process. So if I run this code, what will be the output? That is the answer of n minus. So you just see the values in minus, but you see there you add the values, so why you get minus figure? So I change the value into 5. That means we have to calculate first 1's factorial, then 3's factorial, then 5 factorial, then the answer is 127. It is for the checking purpose only. Okay, so I run the code and the answer is 127. So if you print the higher values of factorial, you will get a negative value. That is the reason the final output is in negative. Okay, you can check in your computer and comment. So that is the output. That is the question of 8F. Okay, 8F asterisk slash. Now the next question is 1 plus 1 by 2's factorial. That is another same thing, but here we have to use a double type variable. So I simply copy most of this code. So what I have to do, I need, if I use all our double format, it is easy, but here you have to write like that. That is for calculation easier. Equals 0, j equals, okay. So here I have to make a change, that is ended at 10. Okay, so and it will be plus plus. So here I am using 10 and plus plus. Okay, so see the question, 1 by 1 factorial, 1 by 2's factorial, 1 by 3, that is 1 by i's factorial. Okay, so what will be the output? Sorry, here I have to write double. Now you see this is a positive value. It H. It is 8H. Now and in the last I miss this G. I will discuss G last. So here 1 into 2 plus 2 into 3, that means you see the first value start with 1, next value is 2, so obviously the third one is 3 into 4, and watch the last one, that is 19 to 20. So here you can write I equals 1, I less than a 9 equals 19. So you can write I into I plus 1. Second time when I is 2, you will get easily I as 2 into I plus 1, that is 3. And here when I is 19, we will got 19 into 19 plus 1, 20. So I starts with 1, ended at 19, and both are not using double type value. That means I need integer. So I simply copy the first value, that one. So what I have to do, sum equals 0, then sum equals, that is I have to end it at 19. Okay, so here I write sum equals sum plus I into I plus 1. So see the line, that is I into I plus 1. Looks like when the value of I is 1, I into 2. Next time when the value of I is 2, that means I into 3. Third time when the value of, suppose when the value of I is 10, okay, we will get 10 into 11, and all our value added with the sum. So the final value will be, looks like 2660. That is a question number. That is a question number I. 8.I slash star red star slash. Okay, now I copy this code again for the last important one. That is a simple thing, 2, 4, 6, 8, 20. So I starts with 2, ended at 20, and increment by plus 2. Okay, so easily we can write I equals 2, I less than equals 20, and I plus equals 2. So every time I write sum equals sum plus I. So what is the answer? So if I write and compile, the answer is 110, but that's not the actual answer. Okay, just see the thing, that is first time you will get 2, that is a positive value, that is a negative, that is a positive, that is a negative. Next one positive, that means plus 10 minus 12. You means one value is positive, another value is negative. So here every time you use this common thing, that is write m equals 1. Okay, and multiply m with new value. Okay, and after this part write m equals m into minus 1. just follow these three things. Just write this one multiplied with the new value and again multiplied with -1. Now see what will be the answer. The answer is -10. And now if you think how it will get -10, okay, you just want to see the some prints. Okay. I will give you print in every terms. Just see, first time -2, then -4, -6, -8, -10. Sorry, I made a small mistake, I think. How many values we get? We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, don't get confused with these outputs. I will explain how I will get those values. Okay, just see, that is when I is 2, you will go sum is 2. Okay, when the I is 4, that means 2 minus 4. 2 minus 4, obviously -2. Next time, when the value of I is 6, you will get 6 minus 2. Last value of sum is -2 and the new value is +6, that is +6. You will get a 4. Next time, the I is 8. Okay, 4 is the last value and the -8 becomes -4 is the answer when the value of I is 4. Now when the value of I is 10, that means 10 is the current value, 4 is -4 is the last value, then the value is 6. When the value of I is 12, that means 12 is a negative value, that means -12 plus 6 become -6. 8 is the 14 minus 6, answer is 8 because 14 is a positive. Again 16 is a negative value, then -16 plus 8, obviously -18 value. When the value of I is 18, 18 minus 10, answer is 10. Okay, and when the value of I is 20, that is negative, that is -20, you will get -20 plus 10 equals -10. That is the final answer, -10. That is the calculation. Every time whenever you get one positive, one negative, one positive, one negative, you write these three things. A declare m equals 1. You can use any variable, just declare int the variable equals 1, multiply that variable with the new value, that is the I, that is the new value, that is the old value. Okay, multiplied with, and after printing, actually not printing, after calculation just multiply the variable with -1. That means one time you get 1, another time you get -1, +1 -1 +1 -1. That will give you the positive negative positive negative. So that is the end of this part. Here you don't need any input from user, so we don't write any import, any public static void main, no question for user. So these few things you have to continue, that is thinking, find similar difference, start point, ending point. If you clear those few things, you can easily master the sequence of series. That is ending of part 2. Part 3 will be very soon. Bye bye.